What up, K-Rugs, the sober dog, coming at ya. Quick video in the car about cash. Cash money. That's what I'm going to talk about right now. With Gemma Girl in the car, the two sober dogs coming at ya. Seatbelt on, being safe. Cameras hooked up ahead of time before I started driving, so, if anyone's going to get mad that I was driving. But I do some of my best thinking when I'm driving with Gemma Girl. Hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe, hit that like, share Sober Dogs content. Definitely help me out, getting more content out there, getting some more awareness with YouTube and helping them promote Sober Dogs video. Addiction is a community fight. It's going to take all of us, but we can do it. Gemma's got to stick her head out the window when we're driving. That's a rule. For a person in recovery, in my opinion, especially drugs, having cash in your pocket can be a huge trigger. Now, the obvious is because it takes cash to buy drugs, but there's more to it. Like, to me, it's more of every time for 5, 6, however many years it was when I was really bad, that I had cash, it wasn't even a thought in my brain. It was like a learned and adapted second behavior straight to the drug dealer. And I would also not even think twice if I had $500 in my pocket about putting $400 down on that table and buying drugs with it. I'd keep a little bit just for, just to have a little bit for gas or maybe a bill that's going to pop up. And most of the times end up spending that too. But getting into recovery for an addict to just, I always had $100, $150 in my pocket prior to addiction. I just carried cash, kind of grew up in that era where you need cash. We didn't really have credit cards as much. Then getting in recovery, especially those first couple months, $150 in my pocket. I mean, that's enough for somebody who's sober to get high a couple days. A sponsor I had always said, all I need is $3 because I could turn that 3 into 6 real quick and I can get a bag for $5. So he said, as long as I have $3, I could double that up quick. And that was so true. If I just have even a small amount of money, I'm going to figure out a way to double it and then double it again and then double it and then get high if that's what I'm going for. So for me, I had to involve my family, talk to them, explain this to them, and for a fair amount of time in sobriety, have another member of my family kind of manage my money. My paycheck went right into his account. Every time I got like birthday money or whatever, he held my cash, and I would say, for the real beginning period, I just got like a prepaid credit card for gas and stuff like that, and then slowly moved into, I would just grab $20, $30 out of my account that he was in charge of, and just so I have a couple bucks in my pocket, but never more than like $40 in my pocket. And that was huge, and that helped me so much because it let me slowly, as I'm slowly getting back to life and building my life up and getting stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, then I could slowly start, taking $5, $7, $10, $20 more dollars or making a bigger purchase because I'm progressively getting stronger as I'm progressively kind of managing my own cash. But for that first year, it was, I didn't have $20 in my pocket. That if I did, that was the max, period. Prepaid card. I even know some friends of mine that have done the same thing where their mom or dad or their husband or wife, whoever it is that's in charge of it, will go with them on Sunday, fill up the gas tank, buy food for lunch for the whole week so they can make prepaid lunches, and the person will literally not have any cash on them during the week, and that's how they want it, because they don't want any triggers at all to even, whatever. Now, I know what some people are going to say, well, you need something on you for emergencies, for this and that. That's up to you. I mean, I guess, yes, you do need something, but at the same time, as long as you got a cell phone, you could really call anybody for anything nowadays with the internet, tow trucks, AAA, emergency. So you almost really don't. I mean, you could Cash App people money and PayPal and Venmo and all that stuff. But again, that's, every situation's different. Every person's different. That's up to you how you want to do it. For me, just having like less than $20 was the way to go for a while. Or for the real beginning, not even that, just a prepaid card with $50 on it for what I needed, and that was it. And then also during that period, when I would spend that card and we would go to reload it, just to keep myself accountable, I asked my family, you could look through the statements with me to make sure whatever I was spending it on was accurate, because I did not want to leave any open loopholes. I always knew I was never ready to get sober by when I used to leave openings to get high again is when I knew I wasn't ready to get sober. And I didn't realize this till later on, but what I mean by that is a lot of addicts, what they'll do is they'll leave some type of little opening because they're still hesitant on getting sober. For example, they go to a rehab and they get out, and someone in their family will bring up the money thing. Hey, maybe I should manage your money for a couple months. And the addict will find some reason, even though they know that's a good idea, some reason for them to fight and dispute that so that their own paycheck is coming into their own account. And a lot of times it's because in the back of their mind, they still want to leave a little door, a little gap open to get high again in a couple weeks, a month, or whenever that relapse does come. When I finally told my family, I want you to take all the money, take my paycheck every week, keep it locked up, keep it in your bank account, just give me, the bare minimum for the time being. And of course, too, these are people I trust with my life. So if you don't have a good relationship with your spouse or with your parents or with somebody, don't do this if you can't trust them. These are people I trust with everything. When I finally opened up and admitted to them, and even telling them, check everything, I don't want to leave anything open for me to give a chance to jump in, I knew I was serious about getting sober. So that's my little spiel on cash. Cash is a huge trigger for a ton of addicts. I would say it's definitely the rule, not the exception, with people I talk to who are heroin, cocaine, any type of drug addicts, that cash is a big trigger. 6 out of 10, more than 50% of the people I know, cash is and or was a trigger, and they had to either put something in place themselves or with their family to kind of keep them accountable. K-Rugs and Gemma, we're out. That's my little cash driving video. All right? Hope you're all doing good, staying safe out there. See ya.